I want to thank the Arts Council England for funding today's event and say I'm very, very happy that we have so many fantastic arts organisations represented here today. We have Project Artworks, Pallant House Gallery Community Programme, Photoworks, Fabrica, Brighton University, and obviously Creative Future ourselves, so hopefully you'll get a good all-round sense of what's on offer in this region for you. So first and foremost, I would just like all the speakers to just say who they are and where they come from. Let's start. I'm going to start this end actually.
Okay. Hi, my name's Jo and I work at the University of Brighton, the Grand Parade site just opposite the pavilion.
My name's Caitlin and I work at Fabrica Gallery.
I'm Sandra, Peaty, and I work at Pallant House Gallery.
Hi, I'm Kirsty. I'm Deputy Director of Photoworks from Glasgow.
Hello, my name's Lisa. I'm from Project Artworks.
And I'm Yvonne, and I'm a Creative Future artist.
And just in case you didn't know, I'm Dominique Delight. I'm the Director of Creative Future. We provide mentoring and volunteering opportunities and lots of advice and information and promotion opportunities via our website and our social media. And we also broker opportunities for artists with other arts organisations. So why do we do it? Well, we believe that whatever your circumstances, you have the opportunity to create great art if you're given the right support. So that's what we are, that's what Creative Future is. We're a foot that jams in that door to keep it open, to help you get into the art world and get your work out there. So to really understand how Creative Future can support you, I've asked one of our artists, Yvonne, who we've worked with for over 4 years, to explain how Creative Future has supported her.
Thank you. Now, the work I've been doing, I haven't shown anyone. It was work that I was doing for myself because I had to. It was my way of explaining how I was feeling, and I had severe depression and I had bouts of feeling very suicidal, which I'd never experienced before. So the work I was doing was an expression of how I was feeling, and they were really good personal images. I started with the Creative Future mentoring programme, which I was accepted into, and I supported another artist as she was facilitating doing courses to other people. The first course that I joined in, helping her with, was a photography course with young people with mental health issues. And this began to give me the confidence that helped later on for me to be able to do other projects with other people outside of Creative Future, and also to facilitate projects of my own. I had an urge to create things that weren't, as I now call it, my misery work, and I started creating things that were vibrant and bright, and it gave me a chance to escape away from all of the other work and even having to face it and talk to people about it. And through connections with Creative Future, a new company called Creative Debuts in London suggested that I put some work onto their website and be part of their exhibition. And I did work for the exhibition and was their Artist of the Month in 2014.
We take part in what we do. We've just been successful. Some of our current, there's work that happens at Hastings, and then there's work we collaborate with organisations nationally, and we've just been awarded some money by the Arts Council for their Ambition for Excellence programme, for a 3-year programme that will roll out our work working with other arts organisations across the UK and internationally, and we'll be working with the Forestry Commission, with TAFE, and we'll be going off investigating the forest and the outdoors and the wilderness with our participants, which is very exciting. And we'll be producing a new piece of artwork from Project Artworks itself with the artists, because we're an artist-led organisation. And part of that is to is to explore what the wilderness means to people who are highly sensitive to, and their perceptions of the world are very different, and it's to share that experience with the public and arts professionals, and seeing how that can now enter mainstream culture.
Photoworks are a national development agency, and as the name suggests, our focus is photography. Our values are excellence, engagement, collaboration and resilience, and it's something that we let flow through everything that we do. Collaboration particularly, and we're so excited to be involved in this network, working with the team, and for me, I'm a prolific note taker, so this is a real learning opportunity for us, and as all of us, many of us as organisations think about our own funding applications, shared learning, collaborations and networks are so important. Our programme is super busy all of the time. It includes commissions, new writing, exhibitions, learning and participation, talent development and large-scale public events.
It's a kind of, elitist organisation with visitors of a certain section of the community. When in fact, actually, our mission statement is actually about this gallery is for everybody. And what I'm going to talk about today is about our community programme, which has been very much a part of a way of actually including people who may at first, standing on the outside of the gallery, think that place isn't for me, doesn't look too friendly to me, I don't think I could go in there. So we've been working actually since 2002 to find ways to bring people in, particularly from the local community, who perceive themselves to have additional support needs, and that can be because of disability, health or social circumstance, that they would find it very difficult to come into that space just freely on their own. So the community programme is kind of grown up a core set of values which really underpins everything that we do and how we decide to deliver our activities and support people to come into the gallery. And one of our key values that I think drives everything that we do is everyone is entitled to a creative life, and that really shapes our thinking in terms of what are we actually doing here, what are we trying to achieve. And these are things that I feel that we've actually over the years really managed to succeed in many ways, is that it's inclusive, that the programme is long term. When people join, they can stay for as long as they want to. So many people.
So artist development at Fabrica. There is a reference art library in the gallery, a number of art monographs and contemporary art magazines. It is reference only, but I can photocopy info for you. There are a number of professional development advice books on setting up exhibitions and sort of practical advice. So that's generally what the artist resource was born out of, was about sharing information and supporting artist practice. There's a regular opportunities and events newsletter, so if you can, give me your email address, or I've got my email address, which I'll give to you and sign up. It's a great way to share up and coming opportunities, not only through Fabrica but across the region, exhibitions and events, and try and support other artist projects that happen in the region as well. We run a number of practical seminars, things on artist statements, how to upscale your work as well, so artists wanting to move beyond their usual work or outside of the studio, so that's an invited speaker coming. We also programme a number of artists and creator talks. So really, for each exhibition, there's often an artist who come in and talk about how they've developed their work, sharing their sort of pathway, because everyone's developed their work in so many different ways. So it's really trying to say there's no one set way of developing the work, and also increasingly how artists are working in so many different ways and in a portfolio way as well. And then you can also book in for a one-to-one session with me. So it's advice on, it may be local galleries or studios, or getting feedback, help with an artist statement, funding application, and that's also supported by visiting artist advisors who have a lot of experience in supporting artists' practice and regularly exhibiting as well. And we also have there used to be a number of different peer review groups, but the one that's still continuing is a regular peer review group where artists come together to share work in progress and get feedback. So that's like a monthly event.
If anyone is interested in applying or interested in finding out more about applying, it is really important to know that we do have a flexible admissions policy. Obviously, we need to, in terms of meeting expectations and making sure it's the right course for students, we do need to have some kind of entry requirement process. But you can apply direct. UCAS is like it's called the University College Admission System. It's got every university course on there, and you can go through that process if you want to, and there's support available with that. But you could choose if you live in Brighton and you know you're not going to be applying to any other universities, you can do a direct application to the University of Brighton. And it will be looked at in detail. You have to provide an artist statement with that. So there's a lot of guidance around how you do that as well. And should you know these are sort of the 3 stages of the application process. So should you be successful with your your written application that outlines your background, then you will be requested to submit an online portfolio. So there's lots of instructions you get, so it's quite clearly laid out, and there's lots of support with this process. But it's about you get about 15 to 20 digital images of your work that you're sent in, and then from there on in, it's all about you as an artist and your work. So once you get through that first bit, then it's just all of it is about you and your work. So that's quite important to know, because I think some people think that there's a bit of a barrier, and it really is about you as an individual artist, you as an individual designer, practitioner, photographer, whatever it is that you do.